Hello students, now in this video we will discuss about the next part of the unit number 7, that is dual nature radiation matter. Now in this video we will discuss here the laws of photoelectric emission. Now the first law is the emission of photoelectrons takes place only when the frequency of the incident radiation is above a certain value of frequency. So that certain value of frequency, that is also named as threshold frequency of that metal surface, means it is that critical frequency, it is that minimum critical frequency below which the electrons will not be ejected, that is known as threshold frequency of the incident radiation. So it is the rule number 1, and law number 2 is the emission of photoelectrons takes place as soon as the light falls on the metal surface. So we have to use that law, but there is a time lag between the incident radiation on the metal surface and to eject the electron from the metal surface. The time lag is very small, that is 10 to the power minus 9 second. Actually, when the radiation falls on the metal surface, so electron will be ejected just after the 10 to the power minus 9 second. So time lag to incident the radiations and to eject the electron from the metal surface, that is 10 to the power minus 9 second. But we have to, because time is very small, so we can say here the emission of photoelectrons starts as soon as the light falls on the metal surface. So next, rule number 3 is the number of photoelectrons emitted from a metal surface depends only on the intensity of the incident light. Means if the intensity of light is increased, so number of photons will be increased. But it is independent from the frequency of the incident radiation. Suppose we have to increase the frequency of the incident light, so number of photoelectrons will not be increased. The number of photoelectrons increase only when the intensity of the light is increased. So that can be explained by this graph. That is, in this graph there is a two stopping potential V01 and V02, and current I is taking along the y-axis. If the frequency nu naught of the radiation is greater than this nu1, having the different stopping potential value and stopping potential taking along the x-axis, so when the frequency of when the incident radiations of the different stopping potential having the different frequencies but having the same intensity L, that is the intensity of light here, if it is constant, so the number of photoelectrons will not be increased and you will get the saturated current here. It means the value of the current is constant here, it will not be increased. But by using the different frequencies, because it is depend on the intensity of the light only. So this graph shows that if the intensity is same, current remains the same, because photoelectrons will not be increased, because current is depend on the number of photoelectron, and it is increased if the intensity of light is increased, but it does not depend on the frequency of the light incident on the metal surface. Now the next, rule number 4, that is converse rule of the rule number 3. The maximum kinetic energy with which the electron are emitted from a metal surface depends only on the frequency of the incident light. Means kinetic energy, that is known as maximum kinetic energy of electron which is ejected from the metal surface, that kinetic energy depends only on the frequency. Suppose we want to increase the kinetic energy of the electron, so more and more frequency incident light is incident on the metal surface, means higher and higher frequency light is incident on the metal surface, so the kinetic energy will be increased. So this graph shows here when current is taking along y-axis and stopping potential taking along the y-axis. If the frequency remains constant here, means frequency remains same, so intensity is different. By taking the different intensities, so we'll get the different amount of current here. We can show here, so it is independent of the intensity of light. So current which will be obtained here means maximum current, it is independent of the intensity of light, and number of photoelectrons emitted from the metal surface, it is independent of the frequency. So these are the 4 rules of the photoelectric emission, and after that the next part we will discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you very much.